I'm still trying to, like, go through this tutorial. Alright, awkward introductions aside, hello everybody, this is the Epicgamingguru, and yes, this time I am back to finally get another review done for the Cycle Frontier this time, which is a little bit of an insane choice. This game certainly has a negative audience going towards it from both sides, both good and bad, because this game is by far one of the biggest games I've ever had to review when it came to mixed results for reviews. Now, putting that aside when it comes to mixed reviews though, I do have to mention right off the bat that when I first got introduced to this game was when it was on beta. Unfortunately, the beta was just catastrophically a humongous failure. There was so many things about the beta that made this game virtually unplayable, from both cheaters, the actual wildlife just being way too damn strong, and there was just so much being put into it. So right now we're going to check out this game from what it once was from beta to see if it's actually virtually possible to even survive in the normal finally released version versus what it was back in the day. One of the biggest complaints that I usually hear about with people when it comes to this game is the fact that the game is just way too complex, or the inventory system's too hard, or maybe surviving in the wild is too hard. Now, I do have to agree, to an extent this could be true if you never actually experienced any type of game that was like this before, such as Tarkov or any type of very hardcore type of survival game. However, this game is significantly easier versus Tarkov because it does give you a lot more leeway versus what that game would normally do. Unlike in Tarkov where you insure items and you end up losing them for sure if somebody steals them, this game actually gives you back a certain amount of credits of what the item is worth. So you might be able to get more than half your credits back based on your insurance, which is a fantastic feature that I have to say in this game that's really well done. As I said before, many people complain that it's not possible to survive in this game without having at least a gun on you, but no, I've survived in this game just using a backpack and a knife. Nothing else. I've walked into matches just simply going in with a knife and a backpack, scoring a lot of mining material and discovering many disturbing locations, but these disturbing locations had some pretty good minerals, and some of these minerals were worth more than $15,000 just in my backpack, so yeah, I think I'd rather just keep mining these minerals. Damn, there's so many minerals, and I might come back to this. This is a very good mineral location. Yep, I need to get out of here. Where's the nearest evac? Right next to me. Regardless about what you're doing here in the game, the objective still remains the same at the very end, calling for evac and then making your way out. These evacs usually take a while to show up, so you do have to sit by and wait. However, the thing I love about the evacs in this game is that they're usually pretty far distance from a good amount of players, making it a little bit easier for you to be able to extract if you're trying to go to a very specific one that you know for at least somewhat of a chance that you're not going to be ambushed.
Tutorial simulation starting. Oh crap, FPS is terrible. Okay. It's a little better now, but it's still pretty bad.
31K made in that one excavation? It's probably way more than 31K and I just don't even know it. There is just one last little location I gotta look into, and that would be the 3D printer. This place gives you nothing but repairs, very important stuff such as helmets, better gear, and most of the time you'll be getting anything that's above common here. Only thing here is that you have to wait a while for the printer to get started and be done with things, but it takes usually less than around, I would say about 20 minutes for the longest thing to be done, and you can also just speed it up by using credits, so there is all nothing but good here. I was aware about the cheaters that came into the cycle the first time around when it came out during its alpha stage and during its beta stage, and even during its launch stage. There was still a lot of freaking cheaters in this game, man. Like, this game had a ton of cheaters back in the day, but recently the developers themselves have finally said that they're going to deal with the cheaters properly by taking a look at actual reports and making sure that there's no sensible reason why there should be any cheaters in this online game whatsoever. So there is all that to at least look forward to. Now, to wrap up this review right now, I have to say that even though, yeah, there's a good amount of campers in this game and maybe some abundance of like at least some cheaters left over, not really too much, I still would have to say that this game is pretty good. I've only ran into like one instance where I had a cheat game out of like 60 games, so that wasn't really that bad, and I do feel like they're doing a really good job of trying to keep this game together. So overall, it's not great, It's not bad, it's pretty decent. Go ahead and tell me what you all thought in the comments section. Leave a like if you loved the video that much, subscribe to it if you loved it even more, and I will see you all next time. I will be doing more reviews like this in the future, and more or less more simple ones as well. The cycle isn't really too much of a big game to understand, and overall I feel like people would be able to get into it pretty quickly, but that really depends on how you're gonna enjoy it and what you do in these type of games. Either way, I will see you all next time.